James, good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, man. Great to be back.
Everybody's like, why does James come on the show so much? And I go, he lives nearby.
Yeah, I live right down the street. Not to dox myself, but I am.
It's the car folks. They don't get grabby. They don't. They're not a troublesome group.
No.
So James was like, when he was on the show, it was really the guys, Jake and Austin and Cameron and these guys were like, you got to get James Pumphrey on. Forget you old guys.
Yeah.
And we reached out to James. He was like, sure, man. And he said, it's good. I live in the neighborhood. Just call me anytime. And I'm like, all right.
Here I am.
It's hard enough.
Yeah. Hopefully people aren't like complaining that I'm on it.
They're not. Well, people complain.
Yeah.
I start every show by talking about the complaints.
Okay,
but
good.
They just like to complain.
Yeah.
You must be used to that on YouTube at this point.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Do you think that's a good thing, though? Don't you think it's because people are kind of taking ownership of the show and enjoying it? And
yeah, totally. People are invested in what we got going on.
Well, we did, we finally, I thought, if you really want to complain, join Patreon and pay me to complain.
Yeah.
And then we have like this tier that's called the Producer's Circle. And there's a private thread there where we can actually talk about stuff. And it's small enough now where it's not really a problem. And people can give their notes and listen.
I mean, at that point, they're your employer. They are paying you.
Yes.
So sure, they have notes on your performance.
And we give them a little credit at the end.
Oh, nice.
They're credit tiers. I believe there's producer, co-producer, Rufus Wrangler, Johnny Lieberman's beard groomers.
Oh, fun.
Spike's BlueChew guy, there's, and they get at the end of the show, they get a little credit roll.
Yeah. I pitched a video for Speed the other day that I don't think we're going to make, but I wanted to test Viagra versus Hims versus BlueChew versus Blue Rhino, which is the gas station wiener pill.
Yeah.
And I don't think it would fly on YouTube. I think we'd probably get demonetized or at least age restricted. But
yeah. That's funny you said that because I was at the Audrain Concours and I got in late and I went to the Cumberland Farms and I also forgot all my stuff. I always forget one thing on every trip. This time it was the DOP kit full of guy stuff. So I was buying it at a Cumberland Farms, which is like a 7-Eleven in New England. By the way, they don't have hair gel. Just so
Cumberland,
you know.
Come on.
But while we were looking for stuff, I was looking at gas station pills.
Yeah.
And there's this TikToker who's a pharmacist who I follow, and he did a whole thing about gas station
wiener pills.
Not just wiener pills.
Like all of them?
Gels, drinks, eye drops, and all sorts of crazy shit. There's just, there can be these capsules that just say Excelsior or something.
Yeah.
And he goes, and it doesn't even say what it does.
Yeah.
Uneven. Every pill is different. You don't know. It's like Russian roulette. You don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah. It's not regulated.
It's just guys in factories mixing things, putting them in pills and writing.
I think factory is like being generous too. It's like a bunch of powders mixed on a picnic table.
Yeah.
And then put into capsules.
There was also another, there was like a little jar of stuff that you drink that people were getting addicted to here in the United States.
Oh, I've heard about
Sunshine. I saw it at the 76 station the other day.
It's like Kratom or something.
Kratom. Yeah, it was one of the stuff. And then the Kava was with it. And it had some fancy name like Sunshine Surprise or Sunshine Drink. What is it about gas stations that now there's a pharmacology section?
Yeah, why are gas stations selling drugs?
Experimental drugs that we're not sure what they do. Because I saw at least 25 of them, 25 different things. Yeah. Anyway, Speed is celebrating its 1 year and 1 month anniversary. Do I have that right?
We launched August 1st, 24. So
give us an update. How is it going?
It's going pretty good. It's officially a job, which is...
That's good.
Good. That was like the goal for the first year. It employs me. I pay my bills with it. It employs 3 of my friends, 3.5 of my friends. So that's good. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. I think we're starting to figure out exactly what it is,
what have you figured out so far? Tell me. Because I'm a consumer of your site.
So I guess when we started, it was just going to be donut for menswear was the original idea.
Oh, interesting.
And then we kind of realized hey, I miss cars. So we started making car stuff. I was I actually really liked them. And so we started making car stuff again. And then we made a couple of videos that were just kind of positive. like life advice-y.
I like those videos.
And people,
How to have a nice summer was one of them.
yeah, people attach themselves to it. And I don't know, I'd say we're sort of a men's style brand that includes cars, because I think cars are part of men's style.
Let's go to James' YouTube channel because I want to talk more about that. Oh, there we are. We're up on speed. Okay. BMW logo is a spinning aircraft propeller.
Is not,
right?
It's not. But I thought it was, and I liked that.
I had never heard that before. Are there people that really think that?
Here's the thing. I learned this earlier this year. I heard, do you know it's a spinning aircraft propeller? And I was like, oh, that makes so much sense because they made airplanes.
Right.
And I was like, that's so cool. Like, I love BMWs. It's the blue and the white. I was like,
right.
Oh my God, that is awesome. And I loved it. And then I said it in a video, and a bunch of people were like, that's not true. and so
that's every episode of our show.
Yeah.
None of this is true.
So I looked into it, and it's like technically not true, but it is kind of true. There's like, it was used like as an airplane propeller in a very early ad.
I see.
And so like it became true kind of, but
what is it really?
It's something to do with the Bavarian flag. But the colors are slightly different because you're not allowed to use the flag and logos.
You also outline here a 3-step plan to save Nissan.
Oh, yeah.
Nissan needs to be saved.
They do. They're not doing great.
Why do we need to save Nissan?
Why? I think most things are worth saving. I think Nissan has enough history, and I think enough people are attached to it and identify with it that like, sure, like we should try. I think we should try.
Okay.
I don't think we should bail them out necessarily, but like I think we should try.
Well, they're not here, right?
No.
They're in Japan.
But
what did you come up with here? These are just your theories that you put out. Did you take this to your committee of speed staff?
This was a group effort. So like originally this video was gonna be sort of like, we've talked about this on this show, where it's like every enthusiast is like, all they need to do is make a fast, cheap sports car and blah, blah, blah. And realistically, that doesn't really work. And so like this video was originally going to be like, here's what everyone on the internet says they should do. They should remake the Silvia. They should do this, this, and this. And then I was going to be like, well, that doesn't work. And it's our fault. We don't buy them.
Yeah.
But as we were like digging into it, I was like, actually, I think that is their best bet.
Yeah.
And they should do that. And I think Toyota is an example of a company that's doing pretty well, just making the most exciting car in their segment across the board.
Yeah.
BMW is doing pretty well doing the same thing. And so I think like sometimes car companies forget the power of brand, and you sell a lot of kind of like boring cars because you also make the exciting cars.
Right.
And you can't stop making the exciting cars and just be a boring car company.
That's right.
And I think if you have to choose between one or the two, you should just make the exciting ones.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
No, I think you're exactly right. I mean, that's when I think about all the cars I was excited about growing up, and I think about some of the purchases I made based on some car I couldn't afford, but here's the one I can afford.
Yeah.
But I was talking with someone this morning who bought a Mercedes for his daughter. And I said, well, don't you feel like you're spoiling her? And he said, no, it is actually cheaper than the Subaru and lease price. You know, they had something way down the scale, and it was kind of based on, her love of the brand and his love of the brand. Those are the cars they like. So as long as we get that little silver thing with the peace sign.
Yeah, and you sell a lot of Macans because of the GT3 RS.
Yeah, no, that's right. I've always heard, especially at Porsche, like, we're going to sell these so you can have your Spider RS.
Yeah, and I do think it's like kind of moving back towards the exciting stuff working. Like Ford at a certain point a number of years ago was like, oh, we're not even a car company, we're a mobility company,
right?
Which sounds like wheelchairs.
Yeah.
And now they're like really moving back into like the racing.
Yeah, cool cars.
Yeah, Cool cars sell.
And cool cars generate PR, and PR generates sales.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking about whatever happened to the Bentley demolition derby idea. Is it still in the burner?
It's still in there.
It's still in there. It's just at some point it will come up. It's obviously, that you put so much thought into this thing. It's really, I can see how hugely successful this thing is going to be.
I hope so.
Because you're applying hard work and a group of people who are taking this endeavor really seriously.
Yeah.
So you get an idea, right? What's the next step? I pitch an idea about, this is what guys should be doing for autumn.
Yeah. So
then what happens?
So usually I'll pitch an idea, or somebody will pitch an idea, and then we'll tear it apart.
All the reasons not to do it?
Yeah, we try not to make it all the reasons not to do it. We try and focus it in okay, but that's good, but what if we added this? Or that's good, but what if we honed in on this part? Or that's the part that I think people will really like. Most of the time, ideally, if you pitch an idea, the first question is, okay, what's the title? Because on YouTube, that's so important.
And when you refer to the title, is it the title on the thumbnail, or is it the title below the thumbnail?
The title below the thumbnail. And you kind of lump both of those in. We call it packaging.
Right. And which is more important?
It's tough. I don't know. YouTube gives you enough information to realize that you don't know what you're doing.
I get so surprised by how things, we've had things that I'm like, oh, I can't wait to release this short. It's going to move. And then it gets 4,000 views.
Oh, totally.
And then there's something, just go ahead, and we get 10 million. You're like, what just happened there?
Absolutely. I've been doing this for 10 years. I have no idea what I'm doing.
But you do. You switch thumbnails a lot until you get some traction. I think you are looking at data a little more closely, I think, than we are. What can you share with the audience that you've learned? Is that thumbnail as important as everybody says it is?
Yeah, for sure. You can make the best video ever, and if nobody clicks on it,
right,
then no one's going to watch it.
Is the assumption that you've just made a car video and your audience is swiping right now and they're going to look and see yellow BMW and no mileage, brand new, and that's going to make them clip?
Yeah, I'd say that's, you want it to pop, you want it to stand out, you want we balance a lot the curiosity gap, the space between explaining what the video is about and not explaining what the video is about. And sometimes we pitched a video finishing a car. So we've been in YouTube for a while and we've built a lot of cars, and so there's this YouTube car trope or whatever where you don't finish projects. Basically you shoot the video and then you're all right, we're done. And so we wanted to make a video that's the final 10% of a car build. We've never finished a car, and so we're gonna call it the final 10%. And it's well, what is that about? And so we thought the curiosity gap might be interesting enough. So if they don't know what it is, then they might click. But then also that might not, I don't know if that's going to work. So sometimes I'm really into really long titles right now, where it's I tried 30 viral health trends for 30 days to see what worked.
Right.
Which is super long, but that's a video that we actually made that
I like that video a lot.
And that's the title that we ended up going with because it was the most successful.
I clicked on it because I wanted to know.
Yeah, totally.
Is he really doing all these things?
Yeah. So that one tells you exactly what's in the video.
Right.
And it's sort of banking on people being interested in the video that you made.
Yeah, but it's also, I like that one because I wanted to know what's, most of this health trends are just idiot ideas that don't work, right? They're just stupid. So I was hoping you would confirm that belief that I already had about most of them.
Yeah, most of them are stupid.
No one's ever done a video on health trends 20 years ago, and let's see if they're still working now, right?
150 years old. They all worked.
They all worked, and we're still doing them. Yeah. Nothing is happening that way. My wife's skincare is like that. She go, this is the new serum that we got, and you've got to get this because that works. And I'm like, what happened to the serum 10 years ago?
Yeah.
When you told me the new one. Do you see the game they're playing there?
I will say we did a pretty intense skincare routine for that video, and it felt awesome.
It did?
Like it really improved my day. I started looking forward to it. I was also doing a bunch of stuff that like sucked.
Yeah. No, I remember that.
Yeah. I did this show and I was exhausted.
Yeah. And then you disappeared for a while. And I thought, is this something I said? But there was no cell phone or something.
Yeah.
That one I like. No cell phone for an hour or two is really great. Feels really good.
Yeah. I mean, I've deleted TikTok and Instagram off my phone, and I think it's improved my life for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a parent and you have control over your kids' phones, you can now control the amount of time they spend on apps.
Oh, that's cool.
I was looking at TikTok on both of them. I was like, this is not
It's too much, dude.
And you have to limit it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, they figured out how to give you heroin.
It's really bad for us.
Yeah.
It's extremely bad for us. It's the worst thing that's ever happened.
And then you go to it and you go to it and you go to it. Yeah. But I think a lot of folks are going to start getting rid of those things.
I think so.
I got rid of TikTok for that exact same reason.
My nephew is 16, and he like makes fun. He calls my sister a screenager because like millennials are a generation that always looks at their phones, and he's like, that is so lame. And I think that we're going to start like, I think younger people are going to look at like, we look at our parents smoking. Yeah. Like they used to smoke in the car with you.
Yeah.
Like your mom used to text and drive.
Yeah.
That's insane. Like they used to text. They used to look at social media in restaurants.
Yeah.
It's like, that's
just
crazy.
Going up and down, up and down.
Just like weird dopamine hits.
Yeah.
It's the same as drugs.
It's highly efficient. And that's why it gets to know you and what you like, because it knows how to yank you around. And
well, it's bonkers that like, so when I was younger, there were dumb people who didn't read books, right? But now, now dumb people don't even watch movies,
right?
Like at least back in the day, like dumb people would watch a whole movie,
right?
And now it's like just totally foreign to some people.
Yeah,
it's like I don't sit for that long.
That's because of the short form,
dude. It's crazy,
and the rest of it. I even watch movies like I'm watching Inglourious Bastards again right now.
Oh, dude! If Inglourious Bastards came out today, they would call it woke.
They would.
Yeah, I watched it the other day.
You did?
Yeah,
because it was on Netflix.
It's
right?
so good.
It's so good.
And there's that opening speech that Brad Pitt gives, and I texted Jesse and Zach. I was like, dude, if this came out today, they'd call it woke.
It is really fun. What I was going to say is I watch it like a 3-part limited series.
Oh yeah.
Like I'll do like 45 minutes, 45 minutes, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And I did that last night and I stopped it. And my wife goes, what are you doing? I go, it's tomorrow night's episode. Inglourious Bastards Part 3.
Yeah.
It's going to be really good.
Yeah.
And that's just because of what, dramas have been on streamers and because of even the shorter form. Eventually, maybe I'll get into like 10, 15-second versions of the movie and just keep watching like this for a year.
I saw someone talking about like streamers, like, when Arrested came back.
Yeah.
And because there were no like limits to the length of the show, like you'd have like a 27-minute episode of Arrested Development. And someone was saying because they were talking about this guy, Drew Gooden, was talking about The Paper, which is the Office spinoff. And he was saying that like a 22-minute structure helps a comedy move in a way because you have those limitations.
Yeah.
And like you have to like get through it. And so like being on a streaming service and being like, I don't know, maybe this one's 28 minutes long.
Yeah.
Like negatively affects like the pace of like the jokes and stuff.
Oh, it definitely does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we were lopping off scenes at the end of Seinfeld episodes and they always ended up better.
Yeah.
It was kind of a weird thing that would happen, at least while I was there, that you'd come up with this end scene and I'd say 75% of the time it never made the show.
The final scene where
the scene before it was the penultimate scene. That was the end of your show pretty much 75% of the time.
Yeah.
And this great ending you had fabricated was completely irrelevant to the story.
Were those like wrapping the story up?
Yeah. They always felt like they were extra and wrap-up-y and,
Because we cut the end of our videos a whole lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'll do this whole like, and then, summarizing the whole thing.
It's all about the audience. When are they tired? When are, but you're right. At that moment, if you leave them in that penultimate, if that's the right word, right? The second to last moment. Is that the right word? Sure. It's the right word. Yeah. That's a nice place to end everything.
Well, because they were there with you the whole time. Like they just saw it.
Yeah.
They don't need you to summarize it.
Yeah, no, I know. And the audience gets it. They know. Sometimes they weren't summaries either.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
were just a new beat, but still, it was crazy. All right, let's talk about cars.
Okay.
You
I
know,
love 'em.
you're going to be at Willow.
Yeah.
Willow's already happened, by the way, but
was
Willow's
at Willow. We had a great time.
it was good.
Yeah.
But what are you doing there? You're gonna Sun Kang is going to be there. What are you guys doing at Willow? Or what
Not
did you do?
sure.
Just hanging around.
Yeah,
watching
we're
cars.
going up there.
Is there going to be a drift car kind of exhibit or
so they're
race?
Yeah, Sung is bring how much
can
do we
talk
want to
it doesn't matter.
So Sung is bringing 3. So I shot a movie with Sung Kang called Drifter. It's about drifting. The hero car is a Toyota AE86, and there were 3 of them. So Sung is bringing them to Willow Springs to put them on display to help promote the movie. I'll be there. Sung will be there. And we're just going to like hang out with guys. Like, I mean, it really does feel like the who's who of the Southern California automotive scene.
And yesterday they sold out. They're
Yeah.
done. You can't get in now,
Yeah.
which is wild for Willow Springs to think about that.
I know. I'm curious to see how long it takes to get through the gate.
We're taking a helicopter.
Oh, cool.
I've got room on the helicopter.
Really?
I do. Do you want to come?
Kind of, yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
I'll put you on the list.
Hell yeah, dude. I would love that. Dude, see, that's what you get when you do Spike's show.
They said you got 8 seats, and I go, I got 4 guys. It's 3 guys, and we're going to bring Cameron. We're going to shoot a little video, but you're welcome to come
Dude,
with
I
us.
would love to go on the helicopter.
All I need is your email address and sign a couple forms, and you are in. That'll
Hell
be
yeah,
fun.
dude.
We're gonna leave out of Santa Monica Airport if the
That's right by I can walk there.
yeah.
I just doxed myself.
Well, there's something about the cloud cover that may get in the way. We may have to go to Van Nuys, but who knows?
Okay.
But you know, it's got all the hallmarks of a helicopter death ride. But whatever, that's fine.
Hey, what a way to go.
We did have a helicopter crash last week
No.
here. Yeah. So I feel like our helicopter crashes have happened, and we'll be
Yeah,
okay.
we got them out of the way.
Because that's how it works.
Yeah, they've met the quota.
They've met the quota. Even though there's no air traffic control anymore out here in LA. Yeah, you're welcome to come. That'll be fun.
Yeah, for
we're
sure.
going there. We're landing, and we're just going to be hanging out. And I think the only person who's working is Matt Farah. He was just here a minute ago doing a show. He's hosting shows and car shows and stuff. But we can just hang. Yeah, I want to see what you're up to over there.
For sure.
What? Didn't you do a video about best beginner drift cars?
I just did, yeah. It did okay.
And well, tell us where you landed on it.
I think it depends on a few factors. There's like ease of maintenance and keeping things running, which I think is important because if your car isn't running, you're not going to drive it.
Right.
And I think the most important thing when learning how to do a new thing is just do it a lot. So I'd say the smartest buy we figured would probably be like a 350Z or an E36 BMW, just because there's a ton of them. They're cheap. Parts are cheap. Parts are good.
And then what does one do once they get that car? Tires?
Yeah, I'd say coilovers, tires, a seat is very important.
Because of the...
Yeah, because the lateral movement.
Okay.
So you don't want to be wrestling. You want to be focused on driving and not keeping yourself in the seat. And then...
Are you a good drifter?
No, I'm the worst driver. I'm so bad. It's crazy.
It's hard.
Yeah.
The last time I was drifting cars was in a Lamborghini Huracan at Willow with Lamborghini. And they're like, okay, you got 10 minutes to drift this thing. And I'm like...
Yeah. I need to.
As I understand it, this car is got tires that don't drift, and it's got a system in there that's not going to... No, you only have to do this. And it was not enough time for me to figure it out. And the guy was rolling his eyes, and I'm like, dude, I want more time with this. This is not the easiest thing. But
yeah, I totaled a car on streets of Willow, a WRX.
You did?
Yeah.
What does that mean? What does that look like? What were you doing?
So we built 2 WRXs, one with expensive mods, one with cheap mods, and mine was the expensive car. And we were doing like hot laps for like time, and I was at like on the back of streets there's like a bowl, like a high bank turn.
Yep.
And I guess in all-wheel drive cars, if you lift, you oversteer. And so like I kind of like lost my nerve because I was doing a pretty hot lap and was just like, oh no. And then the rear end started creeping out. And then we went backwards off of that bowl. And I remember
this is right before the straightaway, right?
Yeah.
No, that's a common crash place on the old Willow.
Yeah.
I know somebody else who did the same thing in a Porsche.
Yeah. And so like I had gone off earlier in the day. So I was like pretty experienced with going in the dirt. And I remember thinking in the car, like, oh, that wasn't so bad. But then lost gravity. So I was like, oh, we're still in the air. Like, cause I was wearing harnesses. And like, I just went like that. And I was like, oh no. And so like, we like smashed down and
there was someone else in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's the worst part. Yeah.
And what happened? Were you both okay?
We were both okay. The car, we broke like the rear beam and yeah, just took.
How quickly does the fire truck and ambulance come out?
Not fast.
Right. There's a moment, right?
Yeah.
Where you're just like, shit, no fire, nothing else.
And the worst, no fire.
Did you keep shooting after that?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, the worst part is like we had a drone up, but it was on the other side of the track.
Oh,
yeah.
So you missed the
So
shot.
we didn't have any footage. Yeah.
Those missing shots like that really makes you crazy.
Yeah, because that's like
the
thing that makes the death-defying thing
exactly
worth
right.
It. Yeah,
now I've got the shot because I haven't talked about it on the show yet, and I will soon. I can't really go into details, but there was a road rage incident where someone got out of their car and started banging on the hood of my Bronco.
Really?
And I was on the phone with Zuckerman, and I'm like, oh, Jesus, I got a crazy person here. It is like Radimac.
Yeah.
There's a Brentwood Radimac running around, essentially. Okay?
What's a Radimac?
Radimac's the guy that was with the metal pipe with Tesla, was beating on people. This is another version, local, hyper-local Radimac that we have that I'm currently dealing with our friends at Los Angeles Police Department.
Did you mess up the car?
But with respect to what we were talking about, yeah, there was damage done to my car. When I yanked out my phone to film this, because I wanted to show it here, this would be great video.
Yeah.
This guy was like, my phone went out. And the numbers just came across the screen. I still don't know what that is. And I missed the shot. And not a day has gone by.
You're like, I wish I
don't
had
go,
that. Yeah.
I had a nice piece of footage that not only backed up what I was telling the police officers that had happened, but that this show would have just loved.
Yeah.
Just would have eaten up.
Yeah.
You don't soon forget it.
That content mindset that we're.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk more about it. Let's talk about RaceDeck now. Over 2 decades ago, RaceDeck was invented. Cost-effective, durable, truly do-it-yourself modular flooring system engineered for the garage. Choose from over 20 styles to create the coolest garage on your block, like this one that has wood, yellow, ivory, an off-white Toyota MR2 that makes me crazy every time I see it. And look, they got rid of the plate there, so we don't trace it back to this guy's garage and take this car, which I would consider doing. And aren't those the BMW colors?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
What is he doing?
He must have another car.
Well, he could see into the future and knew that BMW and Toyota were going to be making cars.
I didn't know that, but I'll take your word for it. Self-draining design allows for liquids to flow freely to drains or out the door. Every cool garage starts with a ground-up fix and restoration, and that starts with RaceDeck. 33 patents within the product line. They ship 24/7 with most orders going out in 48 hours, and the whole deal there was created by our friend Jorgen Mahler, who's got the greatest Porsche collection now because he came up with the light bulb idea of taking his wife's dance floor tiles out of the backyard and putting them in garages for dudes. And I have it, as you know, and I love RaceDeck. Go to racedeck.com, use code SPIKE356, like the car, for 15% off and free shipping. Today's show is also sponsored by our friends at BlueChew.
Yeah.
BlueChew isn't just a tablet, it's a cheat code for your crotch.
No, they didn't write that.
Stronger, harder, longer lasting. I just read the ads.
Okay.
Like someone gave your downstairs a pep talk and a gym membership.
Oh, yeah, I remember. This is a great ad.
And then I have my choice of which one to riff on.
Okay.
1 through 8.
1 through 8.
I'll pick any number. Go ahead.
Okay, 6.
It's not sex anymore. It's a superhero origin story. The Girthinator rises, coming near you.
Whoa, coming near you.
Give me another number.
Let's do 4.
My meat telescope saw God and winked.
Oh, no, I don't like that one. The wink really puts it over the edge. Oh, no.
Guys, this isn't just about performance. This is about legacy or third legacy. Give her group chat something to talk about. You know when you lay it down. Women don't talk about this stuff in their group chat. Maybe they do. Do you think they do? I don't think they do.
He kept making all these puns.
They're talking about my read. Yeah. Anyway, nothing makes you more of a legend than a little Blue Chew. Discover your options at BlueChew.com, and we have a great deal for you. Your first month is free. Blue Chew is free. Just use promo code SPIKE911 at checkout. Pay $5 for shipping. That's it. Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to BlueChew.com for details and safety information. We thank our friends at Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. What this video I didn't get a chance to watch, but just tell me what. Give me the top lines. Testing the same products from 1975 and 2025. What's the premise behind this video?
You hear people say all the time that they don't make things like they used to. Things aren't made in America anymore. Right. Things are more expensive than they used to be.
Right.
And so we were like, is that true? And so we bought a bunch of stuff from 1975 and then we bought a bunch of stuff from 2025. And it turns out it's partially true.
Is that true?
If you adjust for inflation, things aren't more expensive, but they used to be more. Things used to be more expensive. Right?
I see.
So like a set of drill bits used to be like $90 adjusted for inflation today, and you can buy $90 drill bits now, and they're going to be as nice as those drill bits from 1975. The confusing thing is, now there's a bunch of drill bits that are available for like $11 and $15 and $30. And so like there's just way more cheaper options now. So I think there's a confusion with like you can, if you pay the same amount of money that like your grandpa paid for a thing, then you have a thing that is made in America and just as nice, if not nicer. But you have the option to buy so much cheaper stuff now.
What? But you have Coca-Cola up there.
Coca-Cola from 1975
and Old Spice
tastes good. Yeah.
So how were you able to get Coca-Cola from 1975?
eBay, baby.
You found a can of Coca-Cola?
A bottle.
A bottle. Mm-hmm. And you opened it up.
Opened it up.
Why would you expect that to be good?
Well, we didn't really. That one was kind of a joke.
But so you opened it, you drank it.
Yeah.
And it tastes terrible.
It was awful. It tasted like wine. This guys, we were legitimately worried.
Is that in the video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
It tastes like wine.
Like dust.
So that was an easy one. Mm-hmm. Old Spice,
very similar.
That stood the test of time when you bought one on eBay?
Mm-hmm. Very similar smell.
Did you have much of a choice when you're Googling original Old Spice from 1975?
Dude, all of this stuff was very expensive. We entered into a collector's market.
Really?
I think the Old Spice was like $50.
Really?
Yeah, I think the Coca-Cola was like $150.
A completely unopened Coca-Cola bottle it's $150.
I think something like that.
Who is collecting this shit? I mean, I understand why you're buying it, but why would... Can you imagine that guy sitting there and he's got his, phone bill coming up, his internet bill, and he's like, oh God, I got to do something to promote this 1975 bottle of Coke.
I was holding on to this for a rainy day.
Wait a minute, I got a message here from James Pumphrey, make an offer.
Yeah.
Was it a make an offer or was it a buy it now?
We bought it now.
There was a buy it now price, and that's it. You didn't even try to make an offer to go, look, dude, no one wants this. No. This is your chance.
With our production schedule, we are buy it now.
You've got that kind of money to burn?
No, we just don't have that time. Time is money. You got to pay to get it done.
You got to pay to get it done. Yeah. That's really great.
The video did pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, no. See, it grabbed me right away.
Yeah.
Because I liked it. That's so funny. Like I'm looking at all your stuff and I love all of your videos. I don't really, but still there are some that make me click first instead of the other ones.
We'll get a list of those later.
You want me to look at your list? I'll press on the ones that I want to watch for sure. What about like, we were talking about fall here. Mm-hmm. Give the guys in our audience a tip because, summer's great.
Summer is great, but but for clothes, tough season for men.
Tough season, right.
You can be the most stylish guy, but everybody in the dog days of summer, we all have to dress like 4-year-olds.
Yes. But fall is about
Yeah, we
fashion.
start
really.
layering, baby.
Yeah. So what do we do?
I'd say, okay, so if you're not into clothes, just try and dress like Harrison Ford.
What does that mean?
Just like
T-shirts and jeans?
say t-shirts and jeans, like a nice Oxford, maybe like a chambray shirt. Just like look at old pictures of Harrison Ford and dress like him.
Okay, so the old pictures of Harrison Ford,
Yeah.
not old Harrison Ford.
Well, I mean, old Harrison Ford still dresses pretty well.
Yeah, he
Pretty
does.
Timeless guy.
Timeless
He has a
classic stuff.
timeless style.
I'll tell you what kind of is making me, I watch my kids dress now and everything is boxy and oversized.
Yeah.
And it's, and it's cool. And then you go, well, that's kind of cool. I wonder if I should start buying that stuff. And then I'm like, no, because I'm past that age.
You're a man.
I'm a man?
Yeah.
Not a boy.
No, not a boy.
So explain to me why I shouldn't buy any of that stuff. Because it seems like it's the trend and it's stylish.
yeah, but I mean, at a certain point, so your kids are still trying to figure out who they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're going through it. It's a time of experimentation. And they're going to do all kinds of things, whether it's with their clothes or other stuff. And they're like, who am I? Where am I?
Right.
And if you're an older man and you're still trying to figure it out, then that's like not a good look. It's like you should already have it figured out.
That's interesting.
And so I think like that's why I say if you're not into fashion, dress like Harrison Ford. If you are into fashion, then obviously do whatever you want. Like if it's your hobby, then like go do that and indulge in your hobby. But if you are into fashion, you're not asking me questions about how to dress.
What about Harrison Ford's weird one earring?
I wear 2 earrings. So
You have 2.
yeah,
I said the weird one earring.
I think it's cool. I think Harrison Ford can do no wrong.
Really?
Yeah, dude, that guy rules.
Talk to the FAA. I love Harrison Ford. Don't
Yeah,
get
but
me
he has
wrong.
crashed 3 planes.
But he has done wrong a few times.
Yeah. But even his wrong is like crashing a plane onto a golf course.
So
Like,
cool.
That's
No,
pretty cool.
For many years, his hangar was right across from mine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and we'd walk out there and I'd see him taking off in his planes and doing his stuff. And the cool thing about Santa Monica Airport is nobody talks about kind of what they do in their day job.
Oh, sick.
So you just, hey, Harris, how are you doing? How you doing? What's going on? And his sister was down at the airport too, at Santa Monica Airport, who looks like Harrison Ford,
Really?
but as a woman, which was also fun
Yeah.
because you got 2 Harrison Fords.
Yeah,
like when Harrison's not there, you had that Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
But he's legit. He's a legit
so cool,
dude. For
Indiana
sure.
Jones,
but I never really looked at his clothes. I never really.
Style icon.
Really?
Yeah.
Who else has that classic kind of clothing?
Steve McQueen.
He does.
Paul Newman.
Yeah. It's McQueen I've seen for sure.
Yeah.
So you're saying that this audience should really be looking at those guys and going, let me buy a wardrobe like that and I'm just going to wear this.
Just wear it for the rest of your life. Yeah. You're good. Dude, like a cable knits, like staples.
Right.
Like Oxford shirts, cable knit sweaters, some chinos, good pair of Levi's 501s
Wow.
or 505s.
Yeah.
There's pictures of like Harrison Ford and Steve McQueen from 50 years ago,
Yeah.
and they still look cool.
Yeah. I just saved one of his Instagram posts.
Yeah.
And went, oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I have
A
to do
nice
that.
blazer.
All right, let me read this ad, and then I want to get your opinion on some news stories.
Go
'Cause
ahead.
You're, it's great to have you here. He's very opinionated, but he's also thoughtful about his opinions, unlike some of my usual co-hosts here. Imagine you're a business owner who has to rely on a dozen different software programs to run your company. Each one is expensive, overly complicated, and worst of all, none of them are connected. This is good for you. It's Odoo, James. You need this. Now imagine a platform that can tackle all of your business management in one place. All of those needs. That platform you're imagining is Odoo. Odoo has all the programs you'll ever need, and they're all connected on a single, simple, easy-to-use software, giving you peace of mind that your business is always being taken care of from every angle. Odoo assists in accounting, marketing, inventory, HR, CRM, manufacturing, and everything in between through its user-friendly interface and open source applications. Click on one of those things. Let's look at something different. Basically, if your business needs it, Odoo's got it. Look, knowledge is power. They came up with that themselves. That's how good Odoo is. Odoo sounds pretty amazing, right? So stop wasting your time and money on those expensive, disconnected platforms and let Odoo harmonize your business with simple, efficient software that can handle everything for a fraction of the price. It doesn't get much better than that. So what are you waiting for? Discover how Odoo can take your business to the next level by visiting odoo.com. That's odoo.com. Odoo, modern management made simple. Do you think AI is going to take our ability to do these shows away?
No.
You don't live in fear of AI like everybody does?
No. I think
how does AI get in a car and review a car?
Yeah. I mean, there is a bunch of AI car content, but
yeah,
we're good.
You think we're good? You think we're fine?
I think the middle is going to disappear, but the top will still be there.
If you were just getting out of college now, what would you go into?
For a job?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you thought about that?
Not recently.
I'm just saying.
If I were in college, what job would I get? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because, frequently everything you read is like, it's just always trying to scare you and get you to click on something. But there is
we actually just did a video on there's a survey that's like the most and least regretted college majors / fields of study. And then we called a bunch of our friends who had majored in that stuff.
Yeah.
And
philosophy.
Philosophy, big regret.
Big regret.
All the humanities.
Right.
People regret those.
Yeah.
Engineering, people are good.
They're good.
Yeah.
Right. No, that was going to say. You're working when you get out.
I don't know if I would, but if I were to give someone advice, if they were smart, it'd be like, engineering.
You got to be really, I got kids going to college right now. You got to be great at math.
Yeah.
Great. You got to love math and you got to be good at it.
I mean, I studied improv. I got out of high school.
College?
I didn't go to college. I moved to LA when I was 19.
Fantastic.
Started doing improv.
I was 3 years in music school and dropped out.
Yeah.
Yep. Now here I am. Here we are in this garage full of beautiful cars. Don't do it, kids.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. I've only had 40 great years in my business. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Totally not worth it.
We're just taking a helicopter to a racetrack
taking helicopters
for a party.
Please.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
It's not going to work out.
All right, let's talk about some of these stories that are in the news. First one, Diesel Brothers influencer Heavy D arrested for failure to pay $850,000 in environmental lawsuit fees. So I don't know who these guys are. I was very entertained and not surprised at all that the Diesel brother had environmental lawsuits against him.
Yeah.
A bench warrant was issued for this guy, David Sparks, last week as a federal judge found him in contempt for multiple orders. Sparks, also known as Heavy D, is one half of the infamous internet famous Diesel brothers, and he was arrested in Utah. Bloomberg Law wrote last week that a warrant had been issued for Sparks' arrest as a federal judge found him in contempt of multiple courts following a Clean Air Act lawsuit. I don't know why this is really entertaining me. I mean, not the arrest, and I don't know the guy, but that somehow a guy got arrested in a Clean Air Act lawsuit, and his name he's one half of the Diesel brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does seem like an
Do you know these guys?
I've met them. I have nothing but nice things to say about them.
And they're nice guys, right?
Yeah,
so they're making content.
Yeah.
What was this lawsuit about?
I have no idea. I mean, probably has something to do with rolling coal or diesel related things.
But here's something else I was a little confused by. Like, and I'm looking at the contraption on the left there, the monster truck. Even if he's making a video, I can't imagine there's really a Clean Air Act violation just making a video, right? I guess I mean,
it's tough. Like, you start getting into things where, like, once you get big enough, you got to kind of quit doing illegal stuff in your videos.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we've definitely thought about that. Before.
Because what you call entertainment, the police
call evidence.
They call evidence. Yeah. That's right. And there's so much of that on the internet. And maybe we should get David on.
You should. I think
I'd like to hear from him.
I remember when they started deporting people, he made a video that was like in support of immigrants.
Oh, that's great.
And so
good for him. So you think maybe those two things are connected?
I don't know if they're connected, but I do think he's a good guy and has good scruples. So I'm rooting for him.
Well, let's start a conspiracy theory. I mean,
that
it is.
That Christy Nome is
that would explain everything that I'm looking at.
Yeah. Okay.
That would explain everything that I'm looking at.
That's enough for me.
The simplest explanation.
Yeah. Spike's razor.
Well, I mean, with podcasts, that conspiracy theories are really big right now.
Totally.
Really big. Even though half of these guys are in trouble for going to Saudi Arabia and doing a comedy festival. It was kind of hard to kind of make sense of that whole thing. You know what I've learned? That you don't have to have an opinion about everything.
No.
I looked at that list of comedians and I went, oh my God, so many of those guys, some of my favorite comedians. And the people on the other side were like, they shouldn't go, are also my favorite comedians.
Yeah.
And I didn't want there to, I just felt like suddenly there's this schism, if that's the right word, this crack in our comedy has always been this really supportive, fun place. And now it seems like even that is breaking apart.
I'd say one of the most damaging things in our society is that everyone is encouraged to have an opinion about everything. And it's just like, don't
have it.
Like, don't have a take.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to have
I don't have a take. I don't have a take on that one. Yeah. Though if you did ask me to go, I wouldn't go.
Yeah, I probably would.
But I wouldn't really think about it past that. And some of it might just be the long flight.
Yeah.
But
it's probably a nice
just
flight,
go, nah, I'm not going. I don't really want to go anywhere.
Probably Emirates. It's probably a good flight.
Oh, really?
Probably, yeah.
Could I sleep?
Yeah. You could probably shower. There's probably a bowling alley.
This next story really, I really loved. This story about the vandal that confessed to ChatGPT.
Oh, no.
Check this out. This is all crime. This is a crimey episode of Spike's Car Radio. Minutes after vandalizing 17 cars in a Missouri college parking lot, a 19-year-old sophomore had a lengthy ChatGPT conversation during which he confessed to the crime, asked about the possibility of getting caught, and wondered, and I quote, "Is there any way they could know it was me?"
Oh, God.
This is a remarkable story because I think it could be the first time that ChatGPT, in a conversation with ChatGPT, which, tricks you into thinking you're having a conversation just between you and your little, it's not ChatGPT, but they create these little characters, like whatever that character you have that's running on AI is something that's just between the two of you.
Yeah.
But no. Betrayed by your little AI buddy. Ryan Schaefer is this guy's name. He was arrested yesterday and charged with felony property damage. He went, I guess, investigators allege that Schaefer shattered a bunch of cars, 17 car windows, ripped off side mirrors, dented hoods, broke windshield wipers during the
What is going on with this guy?
Well, I can tell you, we're going to get there.
What is the motive?
He had a 3 a.m. crime spree. So probably wasted, right? Probably some things not going
17 cars. Like, that's a workout, man.
Something's not going right in his life, right? He's upset. He's been drinking a little bit. And I can't say that I haven't been there. At some point when I was younger, maybe that something like that could have happened, but not like this. So he goes and he incriminates himself with a ChatGPT conversation. Here's some of the quotes. "How fucked am I?" ChatGPT, how fucked am I? You are really fucked. The next question he asked was, and it's this a spell typo, QILL. Quill I go to jail.
Oh no.
AI program then gave him tips about the potential outcome of getting caught and being involved in this kind of behavior. "I suspect there's a 25% chance you were going to get caught." He also typed in, "What if I smashed the shit out of multiple cars?" And when the police were interrogating him, they asked if they could look at his phone. He said, "Sure."
No.
This is one of the world's worst criminals.
Yeah, this guy sucks at this.
Yeah. And gave them everything that they wanted. ChatGPT conversation. And there you go.
Is he going to jail?
I think he's going to be going to jail. Yeah.
Wow.
It just, like you're saying with YouTube, don't record evidence of what you did. Don't record evidence. They just announced this morning the guy who burned down the Palisades.
I saw.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Guy from Florida. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What did they say about him? He's playing with fireworks?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't finish it.
Wow.
But I was like wondering, like, yeah, you want to know, like, you want the public to know that we got the guy.
Yeah.
But my concern, like in modern times, is like, don't make this guy famous, because then more guys will want to be famous for that.
That's true.
I
don't think anybody wants to be famous for this one.
I feel like people might.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
This is
stuff.
like what you're saying is no fame is bad fame these days.
I mean, I think there's bad fame, but I think there's some people who are like, just want attention.
I was just surprised it was a guy from Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, I know how silly that sounds, but I thought for sure it was kids in the woods playing with fireworks. But
Well, he's an Uber driver, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Uber has nothing to do with that one.
I don't know.
Wouldn't happen if you were a Waymo driver.
I literally thought that this morning. I was like, one more for Waymo. One more reason to support Waymo. Waymo's never started the Palisades fire.
What do you think about this? Good idea or bad idea? Porsche and Pilates class draws women at Vancouver dealership.
That's fun.
We're all looking at this going, get off the goddamn car.
Yeah.
What is Porsche of Vancouver doing here? Why? Is this really luring women to the dealership, do you think?
I don't know that is.
You're going to bring women to a dealership to have them put their feet on cars and dent them? And is this a joke?
I think that maybe there was like a Pilates class and then this. I don't think we should judge the whole event on this one unfortunate photo. I think this was like after, and it's like, what if I just did this? And they were like, oh, that's a great idea.
That'd be great.
And yeah, it ruined the legacy of the entire event.
And it did.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Pilates, but I'm pretty sure there's a machine and it's not these two cars.
Yeah.
I find this so upsetting. There are two things now that upset me, but one is always like the when somebody takes a female cheesecake photo on a car, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you don't have to sexualize cars or
Right.
put women like that next to cars. To me, those two things don't go along. There's actually three. There's actually a lot that bothers me. Naming cars.
Yeah.
A woman's name bugs the hell out
I
of me.
name all my cars boys.
That's good.
Oh, well,
I
most
wouldn't
of my
name
cars don't have names.
Yeah, I wouldn't name any cars.
Yeah.
But now this is one of the most upsetting images that I can't stop thinking about.
It's pretty rough.
And I don't know, Porsche Vancouver. I think you may have to get your dealership yanked over this. Like, if I were Porsche,
Yeah.
and I love Canada.
Yeah,
Don't
definitely
get me wrong.
pull some allocations.
I would definitely, yeah. Let's take a new GT2 RS away from them for this.
Yeah.
As a warning. And if they do it again, we're going to take the rest of the
It's
GT cars
it's
away
missing
from
the
you.
point a little bit.
Yeah, you're missing the point. But it did get attention. So there it is. What's on your car list these days?
What cars do I like?
Yeah, what are you thinking about? Now that Speed, your 1 year anniversary, you must be thinking about how to spend all that money.
Yeah. I think we're going to buy a drift car.
You are.
Yeah. So I think probably an E36 or
Wow.
an S-chassis Nissan.
Okay.
Um,
And that's going to be a speed car? Oh, that's cool.
we just put a 5-cylinder engine from a Beetle into a 98 Volkswagen Golf, which is pretty fun.
That's what Cameron has here.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know the story of Cameron's car, the
He's
Golf?
got a Mark IV.
Yeah.
Mine's Mark III.
It's a mess. What would you recommend he do with that car? Is there anything that can be done to it to make it more drivable and just better?
Yeah, man. Wheels and coilovers and exhaust. That's always fun.
Wheels, coilovers, and exhaust.
Yeah.
You got that?
Good tires.
Let's do it.
Good tires.
Yeah. And who should he tell? Well, our friends at Vredestein can help you with tires for sure. We can do that.
I would love to soup up my car, fix it up. That'd be
Soup
fun.
it up. See,
For
he
sure,
said
dude.
soup it.
Yeah.
Is that appropriate word?
Soup? Sure.
Soup
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I got no problem with soup.
Okay. That's cool. You can keep
Yeah.
saying that.
Not the right word.
I like soup.
No, it is now.
I like soup.
He's the arbiter of what's
Soup
cool and
and
what's
soup.
not cool.
Thanks,
That's fine.
James. I can say that now.
And coilovers. We need a good coilover guy.
H&R.
H&R. There you go.
Coilovers.
And what else did you say?
Tires, wheels, maybe like an exhaust, but unnecessary. But it is fun.
It is fun.
You don't like modifying cars. You're a
It's not that I don't like it. I don't think my decision-making process and then my psychology after the fact is together enough to do it.
got it.
So, like I've said before, like on any given day, I really hate Spike First and all his decisions.
Oh, no.
So it's good. It's not a lot.
Yeah.
But there can be a day where it's just like, and then that guy did this to this car.
Right.
It gets hard for me. So, I found that I really enjoy that someone else has made these decisions, right?
Yeah.
So I help my son. He rides Surans and stuff. We modify that stuff, and I have a lot of fun, helping him install stuff and putting stuff in, and, cutting our fingers on wires and going, shit, this doesn't fit. Like I enjoy that part of it. But when it's me and my decision making versus, Andy Pruniger at the factory, like I just don't feel like I have the right to kind of do that. Like here, like we have this ST, right? That's got these goofy puddle lights that look like a brewery in Cincinnati, like this big circle. It says Heritage. It doesn't really work with the car, but we got a Heritage package. And I just got regular Porsche puddle lights and took those out, put them in a bag, put them in the front boot, and installed the other ones. Like on any given day, I'll open the door and see that Porsche light and go, God, I fucked that up. I should not have changed that. What the hell was I doing? Zuckerman owns the car with me. He's really happy with it. He goes, thank God you fixed that. Yeah. But, I would say like 2 out of every 5 times I open the door, I get down on myself
I wish it said Heritage still.
What's that? Yeah. I shouldn't have messed with it.
Right.
It was intact. It was what it was. And I shouldn't have messed with it.
You can always put it back.
What's that?
You can put it back.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but
it's like pulling teeth.
Yeah.
When I pulled it out, it went, and then you're pushing it in the little plastic tabs or almost breaking. You're like, this is not enjoyable.
This is above my pay grade.
Why am I messing with this?
Yeah.
And it's not. So, I respect the modifiers.
Got it.
How about that? I respect. That's it for Spike's Car Radio. If you're a Patreon subscriber, we've got the Audrain Concours show with Jay Leno that we recorded at the gathering. It's there right now. You get the first crack at listening to it. We're also going to answer some of your questions, and James is going to take the BMW M5 around the block and tell us what he thinks. See you next week.